Thank you very much. Lovely to be back here. We started doing a little tribute to commemorate a special event that happened in the UK in October 1962. It was the one and only visit by the American folk blues tour that was doing Europe, and they came to Manchester Free Trade Hall. This was October the 21st, and it was the one and only visit, as I say, to the UK. And these were giants of rhythm and blues, pioneers, most of them from Chicago and Memphis and places like that. And they were a magnet to us young guys back then. This was 1962. We were just kind of all starting out in bands and getting things moving. So it was like a magnet for everybody who was in a band and playing in blues and rock, rhythm and blues to get to Manchester to see these guys. It was the only chance you got. Oh, it was magic. I mean, the lineup was, I don't know if you know all these guys, but Jump Jackson on drums, there's Willie Dixon on bass, absolutely a great blues songwriter and bass player, musician, singer. Memphis Slim on piano, same thing, wrote brilliant stuff, played great stuff. We had T-Bone Walker on electric guitar, which was like, wow. He was the guy who inspired Jimi Hendrix. He was the first guy who really sort of put the blues and rock and roll into electric guitar. And there was Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee, rhythm guitar and harmonica. John D. Hooker, and a strange guy called Shaky Jake, played harmonica. Anyway, these were the people who inspired us back in the day to pick up our instruments and try to emulate them. And we didn't realize it at the time, because there were guys in the audience who, within another year or two, were going to be making their own records and getting on television and everything. So that night, in that audience, there was Mick Jagger, Paul Jones, who was in the Manfred Mann band and the blues band, John Mayall's Blues Breakers, Alexis Corner, who was the sort of founding father of British rhythm and blues. He was there. He was the guy who got the Rolling Stones moving, and Brian Jones, Jimmy Page, Yardbirds, and then Led Zeppelin. Giant guitar player. My old mate Eric Burdon. We travelled down together because I was there too. It was a great night, and. As I say, these people inspired us so much. Danny found a reference to it. He said, "You were there, weren't you?" I said, "Yeah." And in the year or two afterwards, we kept meeting each other, on the circuit, playing rhythm and blues, and everybody was going, "Were you there that night? Were you there that night?" It was one of those things where it was just magic to have been there in the first place. So this is a tribute to those guys who inspired us. And I'm going to play 2 or 3 numbers, but in the style of the time, not loud, big amplified stuff. It was kind of semi-acoustic. So here we go. I hope you like it. Go.
I got a stool. The reason I wanted to do it is I get to sit down for a minute. All right, everybody, here we go.
Beautiful, Mary.
Wow.
Well, my baby don't stand no cheating.
up in my